100% politics. Breaths held for Rajya Sabha verdict.
Underruled all the members who rise. Honorable members.
India's #1 political team live. The big fat Rajya Sabha rumble, non-stop coverage on India Today.
Good evening, viewers. You're watching the news at 5 p.m. 4 p.m. was when voting stopped. At 5 p.m. the counting will begin, and soon we shall know the fate of the 15 seats up for filling in where the Rajya Sabha is concerned. 10 coming in from the state of Uttar Pradesh, 4 Karnataka, 1 Himachal. A lot going on in terms of cross-voting. Who will it benefit? Right now, seemingly the BJP, the Congress calling it propaganda. The Samajwadi Party now in a position of accepting that they will lose the third Rajya Sabha seat, and that could go to the BJP. We're going to put it all up for you. Break it down, what to expect as the results filter in, viewers. But first up, taking you through the headlines. Rajya Sabha battle heats up in Uttar Pradesh. 9 Samajwadi MLAs cross-vote in favor of BJP. 1 SP MLA missing. Akhilesh Yadav concedes defeat in cryptic post. Is there going to be a big twist in Himachal Pradesh? Sources say 9 Congress MLAs cross-voted. BJP claims Sukhwinder Sukhu government losing majority. Sukhu says if no MLAs bought, then Congress will win. Meanwhile, in Karnataka, Congress and BJP lock horns over 4 Rajya Sabha seats. Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shiv Kumar acts as polling agent to deter cross-voting. Rebel BJP MLA Soma Shekhar votes for Congress. Prime Minister Modi taunts Rahul Gandhi after left announces their own Wayanad candidate. Says Congress and left at war in Kerala, but best friends elsewhere.
केरला में तो एक दूसरे के दुश्मन है, लेकिन केरला के बाहर बाकी देश में ये एक दूसरे के BFF.
India reveals Gaganyaan mission team. 4 astronauts for Gaganyaan mission. Prime Minister Modi gives astronauts wings to pilots.
काउंटडाउन भी हमारा है और रॉकेट भी हमारा है.
Doesn't it sound like a bit of a semi-finals to the big 2024 elections? Many looking at it like that because there's so much going on, viewers, which could, some suggest, put the Himachal Pradesh government at risk. But what we are getting you now is voting ended at 4 p.m. 5 p.m. As I speak, counting has begun on the 15 seats to be filled. Voting ends, counting set to begin. Will BJP snag 1 Rajya Sabha seat from Samajwadi Party in the state of Uttar Pradesh? Himachal nail biter still playing out. What sources say that 9 Congress MLAs cross-vote in Himachal Pradesh. If true, that could mean that the Himachal Pradesh government of the Congress is teetering. And if there is a trust vote, the government could fall. However, in midst of all of this, the Congress has called this propaganda. They are saying no one has cross-voted. But it is an open ballot where Rajya Sabha voting is concerned. So when a member of the assembly goes and casts his vote, he has to show it to a poll agent of his party. And that is what sources suggest has gone down in the state of Himachal Pradesh, where 9 of these MLAs have cross-voted. Where Uttar Pradesh is concerned, there is more coming in there. Samajwadi Party, in all probability, will lose the 3rd Rajya Sabha seat that it would have got if there was no cross-voting and the numbers had stuck together. Will that happen? We're going to get you the latest. But let's quickly cut across right now to get us more. Abhishek Mishra joins us live from Lucknow. Abhishek, counting begins, but what we have been given to understand, Uttar Pradesh BJP headquarters in Lucknow already celebrating. They think they have the 8th seat in the bag. Sanjay Seth might have made it at the cost of one of the 3 candidates of the Samajwadi Party. What are you picking up?
Well, absolutely, Preeti, and it is indeed another moment for the BJP to celebrate. Just before the general elections, the Uttar Pradesh Rajya Sabha, 8 of these candidates are straight going to the upper house, and this is what the BJP has strategized in advance. Yesterday only, the top leaders confirmed that they will have the numbers, there is no turning back, they will not have any kind of problem as far as these votes are concerned. But how it's going to happen, that was a big question, and that is resolved today when 8 of these members of Legislative Assembly from the Samajwadi Party has benefited BJP. 7 cross vote, 1 absent and 1 from the BSP. So that is a very comfortable number for the BJP third candidate, Sanjay Seth, to go to the upper house. And we are waiting for the official confirmation because the counting has begun.
Okay, you know, Abhishek, so who stands to lose out? Who stands to lose out because of the cross-voting was also very interesting, viewers. Of all these MLAs that had cross-voted where the Samajwadi Party is concerned, one word that was a constant was antaratma, subconscious. And it's very interesting because exactly the antaratma of only that number of MLAs, or the subconscious, has spoken of only those many MLAs that the BJP needed to snag the third seat from Samajwadi Party. We're going to delve into that a little more and tell you a little more about that. But, you know, Abhishek, I want to bring you in. If the Samajwadi Party now loses one of the 3 candidates, will it be IS officer Alok Ranjan, Dalit leader Ramji Lal Suman, or will it be Jaya Bachchan actor? Who will lose the seat?
Well, with the situation right now, it looks like it's between Jaya Bachchan and Alok Ranjan. But that needs to be confirmed also because we have seen both of them getting along with Akhilesh Yadav when he left. He spoke to us also, and when we asked him about the kind of voting, how high it has happened, he clearly said to India Today that the power is speaking, the money, the package deal is speaking. So what could we expect? So in a way, Akhilesh has already accepted the fact that only 2 of them will get away to the upper house.
So we still don't know.
Indeed,
we still don't know who's going to lose out here. Akhilesh Yadav says that power is speaking and money power is speaking. But the MLAs who cross-voted have said Antaratma is speaking, subconscious is speaking. Therefore, they are voting for the Samajwadi Party. It's very interesting, viewers. That's what politics is. You know, stay with me. I'm going to come right back to our Uttar Pradesh reporter, but let's cut across to Vanaga, who's joining us from Karnataka. But the action is in Himachal Pradesh, that 1 seat in Himachal Pradesh with the candidature of Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Will that be at risk? And not just that, possibly the Himachal government, if cross-voting has happened, of 9 MLAs. Manjeet Sehgal, my colleague, joins us from Simla. Manjeet, the voting is over. Word coming in, there have been cross-voting where 9 MLAs are concerned. What are you picking up? Because this is an open ballot. You know, they are supposed to show who they have voted to a party poll agent. What are you getting in? Has it happened, or the Congress is calling it propaganda? Manjeet, can you hear me? Okay, we don't have Manjeet. We're going to cut across right back to Manjeet. So lots of action happening where Himachal Pradesh is concerned. You had Vikramaditya, well known not to get along with the incumbent chief minister. There are practically 2 camps where Himachal Pradesh Congress is concerned. One of course, Pratibha Singh, the mother, and Vikramaditya, and the other of Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, who is the chief minister of the state of Himachal Pradesh. And in the midst of all of this, when Vikramaditya came out and spoke to the press, viewers, he said that he's voted according to his subconscious. Like a lot of MLAs who cross-voted in Uttar Pradesh said they did it because of their Antar Atma has spoken to them. But I want to bring in Manjeet Sehgal. He's back with us. Manjeet, Congress calls it propaganda. They say that those 9 MLAs have not cross-voted. What are you picking up? It's an open ballot. They have to show who they have voted for to a poll agent of the party. What has transpired? Is it propaganda, or is there any truth in this cross-voting that has taken place in Himachal?
Well, Preeti, Congress was already fearing a cross-voting. That is why a CLP meeting was held in Shimla yesterday. All the MLAs were told that how to vote, that they should vote in favor of Abhishek Manu Singhvi. And they were particularly told that they will have to show their ballot paper that they have cast their vote in favor of Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Taking a cue from this diktat, even the BJP nominee Harsh Mahajan had also made a complaint to the Election Commission saying this was wrong. But the picture will be clear within a period of 10 minutes, Preeti.
Okay.
Counting is on here at the Himachal Assembly. There are allegations that cross-voting might have taken place. Even some Congress leaders are also claiming that there could be a cross-voting, but the picture will be clear within 10 minutes at 5:50.
You know, Manjeet, I want to stay with you because the picture will be clear, not practically just on whether Abhishek Manu Singhvi wins that seat where Himachal is concerned to Rajya Sabha, but the picture will also be clear whether Mr. Sukku's government is in danger in the state of Himachal Pradesh or not. Because if 9 have cross-voted, tomorrow what stops the BJP of asking for a trust vote? All right, we seem to have lost Manjeet Sehgal. We're going to try and connect back to him. But let's, while we wait on that, let's cut across to Anaga. Anaga, who's joining us from Karnataka, from Bengaluru. Anaga, take us through the latest. It seems, at least for the Congress, Karnataka is going down a little tamely. However, Himachal, Uttar Pradesh, there's mayhem.
Well, Preeti, for Congress, Karnataka is indeed a lucky place because right now what we are seeing is that all the odds are in the favor of Congress. The 3 independent MLAs and 1 political party, that is Gali Janardhan Reddy's party, all of them have voted for Congress, including BJP's own MLA, ST Somashekar. He has cross-voted for Congress, and another BJP MLA, Shivram Hebbar, he in fact didn't turn up at all. Maybe he was unsure. He did not really want to go against BJP. At the same time, he wanted to appease Congress. He did not turn up for voting. The voting percentage at this point is 99.5%. 222 MLAs have turned up for voting, except 1 MLA passed away the day before yesterday, and the other is an MLA from BJP, who is Shivram Hebbar, who did not turn up for voting. So at this point, when we look at what the prospects of BJP are, because I'll tell you why, because Congress, it's a sweep. When we looked at what DK Shivkumar was like when he gave that bite, his mood was a bit, upbeat. He was fine, he was calm, he was relaxed, indicating that he is very confident of a victory. But when it comes to BJP, it's really doubtful if Kupendra Reddy will be able to make that cut, because we have a lot of turncoats who have cross-voted, some people who have not turned up at all, independent MLAs siding towards Congress. Janardhan Reddy's vote was considered to be one crucial vote, because Yediyurappa himself had approached Gali Janardhan Reddy, but he swayed towards Congress party. So now we have the position for Kupendra Reddy, who is jointly fielded by BJP and JDS, very rocky.
All right, so, it's going to go down to what we expected in all probability. Anaga, what you're looking like right now is that joint candidate of the JDS might not quite make it, and comfortable for the Congress, and which is a big thumbs up for DK Shivkumar, because he was practically the poll agent in this.
Well, that's right, Preeti. He wanted to make sure that there were no absentees from Congress, and that's why last night he took the entire Congress flock, all 135 MLAs from Congress party. They halted in Hilton Hotel here in Bengaluru. They stayed there overnight, and all of them turned up together here in Vidhan Soda, and that was the KPCC president's attempt to ensure that there are going to be no absentees like Shivram Hebbar. He made sure that he was the polling agent. He made sure that he saw each and every MLA's vote to ensure that nobody cross votes.
All right, Anaga. So, let me break it down right now. What does it look like in Karnataka? There were 4 vacancies in Karnataka, and there were 5 candidates who were fielded, 3 from the Congress, 1 from the BJP, and 1 as a joint candidate where the JDS and the BJP is concerned. What has happened now? The Congress has been able to not just hold on to their MLAs, they've managed cross-voting from the BJP as well. So, 3 comfortable for the Congress, 1 for the BJP. The joint candidate seemingly might lose out. Of course, we're waiting for the results. While we wait for that, let's quickly take you through on what to expect as the mega Rajya Sabha battle heats up. Anytime now, viewers, we're going to know what the results on these 15 seats are where Rajya Sabha is concerned. India Today has learnt in Uttar Pradesh, that we pointed out, about 7 Samajwadi Party MLAs have cross-voted. 1 of them has abstained from voting. 1 BSP MLA has voted in favor of the BJP. And what we've been given to understand that in Uttar Pradesh Samajwadi Party in all probability will lose out on the third candidate. What was poised was the Samajwadi Party, if it had stuck to its flock, would have won where 3 candidates were concerned and the BJP 7. Now it seems the Samajwadi Party has snagged, the BJP has snagged from the Samajwadi Party. The Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav practically has accepted defeat of the party on the 3rd seat. Akhilesh Yadav said that the 3rd seat was a mere test for allies to know who is the real friend of SP. He also said that money, power and power is working where Uttar Pradesh is concerned. Earlier today, in a blow, the Samajwadi Party chief whip in the state assembly himself, Manoj Kumar Pandey, resigned from the chief whip post with immediate effect without assigning any reason. 5 SP MLAs also met UP Chief Minister Yogi in the assembly secretariat.
राज्यसभा के चुनाव में बीजेपी ने जिस तरीके से वोटिंग हो रही है, आप क्या कहेंगे?
पैकेज से वोटिंग हो रही है, डरा के वोटिंग हो रही है, और जब सरकार पूरी लगी होगी तो ऐसी वोटिंग कराएंगे, लोगों को ले जाएंगे अपने पास। हर एक में साहस नहीं होता है जो सरकार के खिलाफ खड़ा हो जाए। सरकार के खिलाफ खड़े होने में साहस चाहिए और दबाव तो हर एक पे बनाया जाता है। ये बात कौन नहीं जानता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीतने के लिए कोई भी हथकंडा अपनाएगी। जिस भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने चंडीगढ़ में बेईमानी की हो, बैलेट से जब वोट पड़ा, जीतने के लिए उन बैलेटों को किस तरीके से बिगाड़ा गया, किस तरीके से वोट खराब किया गया, और अधिकारी के माध्यम से उस समय अगर सीसीटीवी ना होता और बैलेट से वोट ना पड़ा होता तो शायद भारतीय जनता पार्टी को इस तरह से बदनाम होते हुए नहीं कोई देख पाता। जहां तक यूपी का सवाल है, राज्यसभा के चुनाव में भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने सब कुछ किया है वोट लेने के लिए, और जो लोग गए हैं उनमें साहस नहीं रहा होगा सरकार के खिलाफ खड़ा होने में।
सर, क्या कार्रवाई होगी?
देखिए, कार्रवाई निश्चित होगी, क्योंकि पार्टी के जितने भी हमारे साथी हैं उनका मानना है कि ऐसे लोगों को दूर कर दीजिए। अभी तक तो कद्दावर नेता लग रहे थे, लेकिन कद्दावर नेता निकले नहीं, ये बात समझ में आ गई।
आज योगी जी को अपने मत से धन्यवाद देने का दिन है, और आज मैं अपना और अपने समाज की तरफ से उनको धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ कि जो हम लोगों की कई वर्षों से पीड़ा थी, वो पीड़ा हम लोगों को उन्होंने समझा और उस दुख को समझा और दूर किया।
लेकिन आप कल जब बैठक में नहीं पहुंची थी समाजवादी पार्टी के, तभी से ये चर्चा हो रही थी। क्या नाराजगी आपको क्या थी? आपने नेतृत्व से बात की?
मैंने बता तो दिया ना, मैंने बता दिया कि आज का दिन माननीय योगी जी को धन्यवाद देने का दिन है। मैं अपने तरफ से और अपने समाज की तरफ से आज जो मैंने मत दिया है उनको धन्यवाद दिया है। बस
8 का दावा जिस दिन नामांकन हुआ था उस दिन भी हुआ था, आज मतदान हुआ है तब भी है। समाजवादी पार्टी के पास तीसरा कैंडिडेट जिताने की हैसियत नहीं थी। उन्होंने तीसरा कैंडिडेट उतार करके समाजवादी पार्टी के अंतर कलह को उजागर करने का उन्होंने अपने आप अवसर स्थापित किया है। और अगर आज समाजवादी पार्टी की ये खबर आ रही है कि उनके बहुत सारे विधायक उत्तर प्रदेश में और देश में जो विकास की गंगा बह रही है उसमें वह भी अपनी एक तरह से कहिए इस यज्ञ में आहुति डालना चाहते हैं और अपनी अंतरात्मा की आवाज पर ऐसे कोई हैं तो उनका हम स्वागत करते हैं।
तो कहा यह जा रहा है कि करीब 1 दर्जन ऐसे लोग हैं सपा के भीतर जो कि क्रॉस वोटिंग कर रहे हैं।
अब कितने लोग हैं ये मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन अंतरात्मा की आवाज कितने लोगों की होगी, क्या होगी, ये तो वोटों की गिनती के बाद पता चलेगा। लेकिन मैं ये जानता हूँ 8 भाजपा के जीत रहे हैं, 2 सपा के जीत रहे हैं, और सपा की हैसियत 2 की ही थी, उन्होंने तीसरा लड़ाया है और वो तीसरा हार रहे हैं। समाजवादी पार्टी का सफाया, ये तो राज्यसभा चुनाव है जी, आज 8 जीतेंगे, लोकसभा में 80 जीतेंगे।
There's a fascinating thing about politics, like you just heard. अंतर आत्मा की आवाज सुनी उन लोगों ने. The subconscious has spoken. What is also very, very interesting, viewers, is that the subconscious or the antaratma has spoken of only those number of MLAs that are needed for the Samajwadi Party to lose a third candidate and the BJP to add an eighth. Let's cut across right now to our political panelists this evening. RP Singh, National Spokesperson, BJP, Vivek Silla, Spokesperson, Samajwadi Party, Rashid Kidwai, Political Analyst, Radhika Khera, Spokesperson, Congress. Cutting across immediately to the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, RP Singh. RP Singh, congratulations from 7. It seems you're going to get one extra Rajya Sabha seat from Uttar Pradesh. It seems that about 9 to 10 MLAs, Antaratma has spoken, subconscious has spoken. What's also deeply interesting, RP Singh, exactly the number that possibly, or one extra, that you needed in Uttar Pradesh to snag a candidate from the Samajwadi Party.
Well, Preeti, it's a matter of coincidence that the number of MLAs who were cross-voted are the same number which are required for winning of the candidate. It's just a matter of coincidence. But fact is, when you try to suppress your party MLAs from not going to Ram Mandir, not participating in the function of the Ram Mandir, the opening of the Ram Mandir, obviously it pricks the people's conscience also. And also the MLAs wanted to go and you said, no, you can't go. And then you defied them that opportunity. And then there are people who openly said that we have voted for certain reasons. And yes, also, can give me another 5 seconds. And then yes, people are looking forward for nation's progress. And then in that path of progress, they have voted for BJP. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. So it's not that it's the exact tally and all. I mean, don't go by that. So, and let's wait for the exact result after another probably 5, while we are in your debate, the exact result will also come.
No, we're waiting for the results. But, as I bring in the other political panelists, RP Singh, I'll ask you another question. We're talking about Antaratma, we are talking about subconscious, and these 8 MLAs who've actually said that it's because of their Antaratma that has now spoken up, like you also pointed out. But when it comes down to, Raja Bhaiya, there was a CBI case that had suddenly gathered a lot of speed about 2 months back against Raja Bhaiya. How did his Antaratma suddenly figure out that he needs to go towards the BJP and vote for the BJP, RP Singh?
Preeti, if the case is closed or case is not being pursued, then you have reason to ask. I mean, I don't understand why you're asking this question.
It's a question.
Because the case is not closed, nothing.
It's only a question. Raja Bhaiya, who supposedly, he's supposedly, as per many of your own party person, a criminal, quote unquote. Now suddenly his Antaratma is also in full swing. That's the question, sir. Plausible question, you are allowed to answer.
When he supports, thank you. When he supports Samajwadi Party or when he supports Congress, then he's okay. I don't understand. And then you don't raise questions that why he's supporting Samajwadi Party in the House or why he's supporting Congress otherwise. So it's up to the person to decide. But as I said earlier, as far as the rest of the MLAs goes, Mr. Manoj Yadav, he was the chief whip of the party. And he said that his conscience was hurt because he was not allowed to go to Ram Mandir. I mean, and the stand which Samajwadi Party has taken against Ram, and also they didn't knuckle down the people who were talking about Ram and talking about Ram Manas.
All right,
all the defamatory language which they use about Lord Ram and Ram Manas. Any conscious Hindu will his conscience will be picked.
No, and also, sir, adding, and as I bring in the other political panelists into this conversation, what you said about, or what your party said about Raja Bhaiya, or what Samajwadi Party says about Raja Bhaiya is separate. It has nothing to us changing goalposts, but it's a question that we need to ask you on what really went down. But having said that, cutting across to the Samajwadi Party spokesperson, Vivek Silas, joining us. Vivek Silas, you can keep talking about power, you can keep talking about money power, you can keep talking about the use of the word Antaratma, but the question is very simple, Vivek Silas. Today, your political party has failed to keep its flock together, and in lieu of that, you have lost one seat which was yours.
Yeah, very good evening to all of you, and very good evening to you, Preeti ji. Yeah, we were just 3 short of winning the third candidate from the Rajya Sabha. No doubt about it. Bharatiya Janata Party was 9 short. I think very rightly said by the national president of Samajwadi Party that the election for the third Rajya Sabha seat was actually to see and confirm the loyalists in the party. We wanted to see itself Eventually, we came to know who were the black sheep amongst the Samajwadi Party. You know, as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, they are known to manipulate their elections by using money, muscle power, agencies, whatever you can say. The
Vivek Silas,
country knows about it.
you know, it's all good to say all of that, but there is absolutely zero acceptance of your own failure. These are your own party people. You should have been able to, you know, rally your flock better.
Yeah, I don't deny from the fact it was, we trusted. Actually, it was the breach of trust. The trust that was there in people who you are showing on the screen, it was just a breach of trust. We never expected such thing would happen. We just came to know yesterday evening that...
Vivek Silas, the fact is you're not, your political party, your chief or your outfit is not so green behind the ears politically to now blame it on a breach of trust. You could have done a better job, and it's something that you need to accept and take responsibility of. But let me ask you a follow-up question. Of the three candidates that you fielded, which one will lose out? Will it be Jaya Bachchan, will it be Alok Ranjan or Ramji Lal Sumar?
You know, ma'am, first let me tell you, I was just watching your program, and one of your correspondents from Shimla was saying that cross voting has been done in Himachal Pradesh also. तो वहां किसकी अंतरात्मा जाग गई? हरप्रीत सिंह साहब, क्या हो गया? यहाँ प्रभु राम की किसी पे कृपा नहीं हुई है प्रीति।
मैं बताता हूँ।
यहाँ माता लक्ष्मी की कृपा हुई है।
मैं बताता हूँ।
यहाँ सिर्फ और सिर्फ जो काला धन।
सर, जिसकी भी कृपा नहीं है, आप बता दीजिए समाजवादी पार्टी किस पे कृपा नहीं कर रही?
यही बोल कर नुकसान करते हैं।
विवेक सिलास जी, समाजवादी पार्टी किस पे कृपा नहीं कर रही? मैंने 3 जो नाम गिने आपके कैंडिडेट हैं, उनमें से 2 कौन चुने जाएंगे?
I can just say, ma'am, that I am not aware of it. One has to go out for sure, but who's that one? I cannot say at the moment.
All right, I'm glad that even before the results are announced, at least you're conceding defeat. But let's cut across and open the panel and bring in our other guests into this conversation. Radhika Khera, National Spokesperson, Congress. Let me come to you. You might say it's propaganda. If it does, then yes, it was propaganda, and you would have saved the day. But if it is not, then the state of Himachal Pradesh, with what is going on there right now, is not just a loss for Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Radhika Khera, then your government there is at the brink, because tomorrow a trust vote could be called for.
Preeti, if we go as per the media reports, because I'm also waiting to know what the actual result is, but if we go as per your reports, then it is not a loss to the Congress government only. It is a loss to the nation, because the nation has been witness to the naked dance of murder of democracy right from just as recent as the Chandigarh mayor elections. We've seen what the Bharatiya Janata Party is up to. It's for everyone to see. We've seen how Supreme Court came down heavily on them. And we've been regularly seeing, the Chal Charitra Chehra of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Modi Sarkar. Darao, dhamkao, send the election department, the ED, to, and then force the opposition leaders to, you have to come and wash yourselves in our washing machines and join us. In every, wo kehte hain na, saam, dam, dand, bhed ka istemal kare. But is this actually what a democracy stands for? Why can't they play fair and square? What is
one second.
The Bharatiya Janata
Radhika Khera, we can have this academic conversation till kingdom come, but the question is directly at your own political party. You failed in managing an election. You failed in rallying your own crew where Himachal Pradesh was concerned, and possibly failed in terms of picking your candidate from Himachal Pradesh, because there was a lot of resentment for an outsider like Abhishek Manu Singhvi. If you had picked better, you could have saved the day if these numbers hold, if they are true.
Preeti, you remember as recent as a couple of days ago, Justin Kurian Joseph made a statement. He said media as the 4th pillar of democracy has failed the country. I'm not saying this for you. I'm saying this for media as the whole, and this is not me. This is Justice Kurian who has said this. Why has he said this? Because when questions are asked from the opposition that you have failed to protect, I think there's the job of the media also to show the real face of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
You've quoted Justice Kurian.
Like I said, it's not about
No, madam, no, 1 second.
But it is very important here. Why?
Okay, you made your point. You've quoted Justice Kurian on the media. Let me quote the Chief Justice of India to you. Allow me. Radhika Khera, you've made a quote. Sir, ma'am, you've made a quote. I've understood.
Let me complete even for 1 minute.
Please finish.
Please let me complete, and then you're more than welcome to criticize or stand by what I say. Now, when the Justice Kurian has made a statement like this, why has he said that? Because the media is not doing its job when it comes to questioning the Bharatiya Janata Party and the BJP. How many debates were there? I'm leaving your channel alone. Let's talk about the entire debate. How many people have questioned the government of the day on the Chandigarh mayor election?
Madam,
How many
have you made your point now?
How many media channels? No, I have not. You gave everyone enough space, but you want to continue.
No, make your point.
That's
I'll
your
give you.
choice.
I'll give you
That
time.
can be
Make your
editorial
point.
choice, not let the Congress bit. That's all right. No, we don't want us to speak. That's all right. We know.
Madam,
that
please stop
democracy
playing the
has
victim.
gone for a 6 in the country. You want to stop us? That's fine, Preeti. But I didn't expect this from India today. Coming back to what I was saying, this is a naked dance of murder of democracy. It is very easy for you to say you are not keeping your flock together. Why is the Bharatiya Janata Party using the ED, CBI to scare the other party opposition leaders? Why cannot they play fair and square? What is Modi Sarkar so afraid of?
Okay.
Why
Have
can't
you
they
made your
stop
point?
all their numbers?
Radhika Khera, have you made your point? Number one, please
That's all
don't
right,
play.
Preeti. I will not speak it. You can go ahead. And
Madam, you've been speaking ad nauseum for the last 4 minutes. Now, number one, please hear me out. Please stop being the victim. Number two, please hear me out. You gave an example and you elucidated for 2 minutes on how Justice Kurian made that point about a free and fair media and how it's, or the press, which is compromised. Let me quote the Chief Justice of India to you, ma'am. The Chief Justice of India also said, the opposition might be terribly weak, but the opposition cannot expect us to take the place of the opposition. So you've got to do your job. You cannot play the victim, madam.
You can divert the attention that the media has failed. That's all right, and put it back on the opposition. But the fact is, when we were in power, you questioned us, you ran stories against us. But today, when the Bharatiya Janata Party goes on to even rig the Chandigarh mayor polls, when our farmers are being being attacked by those drones, still the media keeps silent.
Madam, go back, look at India today. Madam, go back, look at India today and see the number of shows that we've carried on farmers. See the number of shows.
Is this debate about the media or about the Rajya Sabha election?
Shows we've carried about the farmers. See the number of shows we've carried about what went down in Chandigarh.
Is this a Congress show?
Madam, 1 second, sir. 1 second. You're making a point on my show. Let me just make it very clear.
Is it a
Go
monologue
back,
of the
check
Congress
on the
party?
number of shows we have
She has
carried.
hijacked your show.
Sir, please allow me. Please go back and check the number of shows we've carried.
You're not to hijack your show.
No, madam, nobody's taking it. But let me also say very clearly, as I open up our panel and bring in Mr. Kidwai into this conversation, let me make it clear, ma'am, we asked questions when you were in power. We will ask questions now, but we will also ask questions of the opposition along with the government. And we hope to do both. Please don't play the victim. And I'll come back to you and give you equal opportunity. Coming back and opening the debate, getting in Mr. Kidwai into this conversation. Mr. Kidwai, the Congress can say that it's money power, it's the death of democracy. Couldn't they have played what went down in Himachal better? If it's propaganda, then of course Mr. Sukku keeps his government and Mr. Singhvi comes into the Rajya Sabha in terms of the numbers that 9 have cross-voted or not. But if it's not, the fact is, Mr. Kidwai, couldn't the Congress have played its cards better? Maybe a Sonia Gandhi could have been elected or as a candidate from Himachal Pradesh than an Abhishek Manu Singhvi.
Thank you, Preeti. I think, Preeti, 27th February would be a sad day if there is, cross-voting takes place. The political parties, including the BJP and the Congress, are making it very clear that it is, might is right. Jiski lati, uski bhais. There's been reports of cross-voting in Karnataka, where Congress is in power. Mr. D.K. Shivkumar is gloating over the fact that BJP MLA cross-voted. Similarly, we see in Uttar Pradesh, where the BJP is, gloating over the fact that Samajwadi Party MLAs have voted. This is not call of conscience or antaratma. Ye zamir ki awaaz nahi hai. This is, a kind of, how do I say, this is the open and blatant horse trading. And the political class, including my friend Mr. R.P. Singh, forgets that it was in 2001, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government had brought this, amendment in Rajya Sabha polls instead of secret voting.
Open ballot, yes.
Open ballot, so that people get to know who's voting for what. And Mr. R.P. Singh may not remember the speeches that Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee had made, and Pramod Mahajan, who had piloted this bill, had said that with this we're going to end all those, rupiye paise ka rail pail and misuse of money power, muscle power in Rajya Sabha. But we are seeing that 23 years later, same thing is happening, and the same people who were supposed to protect all these bad practices are gloating over it, calling it a master stroke.
You're right there. You're right there, Mr. Kidwai. Very well put. We're going to come right back. I'll go across to RP Singh, go back to Radhika Khera. But let's quickly dip into the latest news break that is coming in. Well, it seems, at least right now, the noise that is being made where the BJP unit in Himachal is concerned. The BJP claims that Sukhwinder Sukhu's government is losing majority, that 9 Congress MLAs have cross-voted. Will the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh now face a floor test? When asked if the state BJP will demand a floor test, Himachal Pradesh Leader of Opposition, former Chief Minister Jairam Thakur says, budget will be presented tomorrow. We will discuss the budget tomorrow and then we will see the situation. But I can see that the government has lost the majority. All of this, viewers, coming in even before the results have been declared. Listen in.
आज हाउस के अंदर जो परिस्थिति बनी, जब फाइनेंशियल बिल जो चर्चा हो रही है और उस पर जब चर्चा के बाद मतदान होना था, मतदान में जो है वॉइस वोट के आधार पर ही स्पीकर ने हाउस को एडजर्न कर दिया। हमने डिवीजन मांगा, डिवीजन नहीं दिया गया क्योंकि उनका बहुमत नहीं था। वहां पर बहुमत हाउस के अंदर उस वक्त वहां पर उपलब्ध नहीं था उनके पास। और ऐसे हालात में जिस प्रकार से परिस्थिति वहां पर बनी हुई है, बौखलाहट में है कांग्रेस पार्टी। अभी मैं कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं कहना चाह रहा हूं। और हम सचमुच में हैरान हैं जिस प्रकार से विधानसभा अध्यक्ष का रवैया है। विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष ने जब फाइनेंस बिल पर, बजट पर हमारी चर्चा के बाद जब वोटिंग हो रही थी, वोट के लिए हमने डिवीज़न मांगा, डिवीज़न नहीं दिया, हाउस एडजर्न कर दिया। और उसके बाद दूसरी बार जब रीअसेंबल हुआ तो हाउस थोड़ा सा शोर डालने के बाद कल तक के लिए एडजर्न कर दिया।
Well, is there any truth in what the former Chief Minister is saying? Well, till now we don't know, but sources indicate that yes, there's been cross-voting in the state of Himachal Pradesh, and if at all 9 MLAs have cross-voted, what does it augur in for the Congress grand state of Himachal Pradesh? We're going to get into it, but we're also going to be shifting focus right now to Karnataka. A quick break. We are back with our guests. The Congress and BJP locking horns over 4 Rajya Sabha seats in Karnataka. Cross-voting in favor of the Congress in Karnataka. That's coming up next.
Business Today salutes India's finest corporate achievers. We celebrate innovative strategies for resilient and sustainable businesses in a fast-changing world. From mid-sized to unicorns, from new entries to lifetime achievement awards, be a part of an event where excellence meets inspiration. Join us in honoring the trailblazing titans of India Inc. at Business Today Mind Rush and the Best CEO Awards.
Bengal's Sandesh Khali continues to simmer. Fresh protests erupted in Bermajur on Monday. Locals ransacked house of yet another TMC leader. Residents accused TMC netas of looting Prime Minister Awas Yojana funds meant for them. The Calcutta High Court, meanwhile, shattered Mamata government's excuse to give a nearly 2-month-long free run to absconding TMC neta Shahjahan Sheikh. High Court demolished a bid to shift the blame to judiciary by CM Mamata's nephew and TMC General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee. Abhishek had claimed that the runaway TMC neta is not being arrested as per High Court directive. The High Court said it has never barred arrest of Shahjahan Sheikh. It also slammed Mamata government for turning a blind eye to land grabs by TMC men for 4 long years.
अभिषेक बैनर्जी ने जो है अपने बिल में से बाहर निकल के लोगों को झूठ कहा था। इतने दिन तो वो शक्ल नहीं दिखा पा रहे थे क्योंकि पश्चिम बंगाल की औरतों ने जिस तरह के एलिगेशंस लगाए तो वो लोग कहीं मुंह दिखाने लायक नहीं है। और कल आकर के वो कहते हैं कि कोर्ट ने उसको प्रोटेक्शन दिया, इसीलिए उनकी पुलिस जो है वो पकड़ नहीं पा रही है। तो पुलिस की नाकामयाबी इसमें साफ है और आज कोर्ट ने पूरे तरीके से कह दिया कि इस तरह का कोई भी स्टे ऑर्डर नहीं है, वो दोषी है, उसको पकड़ना पुलिस की ड्यूटी है। और अगली बार फिर अगली तारीख में हम ये पूछेंगे कि पुलिस अभी तक क्यों नहीं पकड़ पाई।
A cornered TMC, which has so far defended Shah Jahan, promised to arrest him, but defended Abhishek's words. With the scathing High Court indictment, is it time for Sandesh Khali's villain? With Ritik Mondal in Bermajur, Bureau Report, India Today.
Air quality today. In Delhi, 216. In Mumbai, 122. In Kolkata, 116. In Bangalore, 69. In Chennai, 70. In Hyderabad, 47.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
साथियों, मुझे खुशी है कि ये जो अमृत भारत स्टेशन है, विरासत और विकास दोनों के प्रतीक होंगे। जैसे ओडिशा के बालेश्वर रेलवे स्टेशन को भगवान जगन्नाथ मंदिर की थीम पर डिजाइन किया गया है, सिक्किम के रंगपो रेलवे स्टेशन पर आप लोगों को स्थानीय वास्तुकला का प्रभाव दिखेगा। राजस्थान का सांगनेर रेलवे स्टेशन 16वीं शताब्दी की हैंड ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग को दर्शाता है। तमिलनाडु के कुंभकोणम स्टेशन का डिजाइन चोल काल के वास्तुकला पर आधारित है। अहमदाबाद रेलवे स्टेशन मोढेरा सूर्य मंदिर से प्रेरित है। गुजरात में द्वारका स्टेशन द्वारकाधीश मंदिर से प्रेरित है। आईटी सिटी गुड़गांव का रेलवे स्टेशन आईटी के लिए ही समर्पित होगा। यानी अमृत भारत स्टेशन उस शहर की विशेषता से दुनिया को परिचित कराएगा। इन स्टेशनों के निर्माण में दिव्यांगों और बुजुर्गों उनकी सुविधा का भी विशेष ध्यान रखा गया है। साथियों, बीते 10 वर्षों में हम सभी ने एक नया भारत बनते देखा है और रेलवे में तो परिवर्तन साक्षात हम अपनी आंखों के सामने देख रहे हैं। जिन सुविधाओं की हमारे देश के लोग कल्पना किया करते थे, लोगों को लगता था कि काश भारत में ये होता तो, लेकिन आप देखिए, जो कभी आप कल्पना में सोचते थे, आज हम आंखों के सामने होता हुआ देख रहे हैं।
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
All right, viewers, the latest news break that is coming in right now from Karnataka, where word has come in as per sources that there has been cross-voting from the BJP in favor of the Congress. BJP workers have staged a protest and burnt in effigy BJP leader Soma Shekhar at the Yashwantpur MLA office over his alleged cross-voting earlier. Rebel BJP MLA Soma Shekhar cross-voted for Congress, said he voted as per conscience. Antaratma again. Listen in.
Do you think it has been a cakewalk for you in Rajya Sabha election as you have all the numbers in Karnataka?
See, it was an election and the numbers, as you know, were comfortable for Congress party. But then every election has to be taken very seriously, whether it is a Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha election or it's a Gram Panchayat election. Congress party took the election very seriously, fought the election very hard. We knew that the moment that JDS and BJP put up a fifth candidate, an extra candidate, it was very clear they wanted to do the same thing which they are doing in other states: horse trading, poaching, use of money and muzzle, intimidation by ED, IT and CBI. About 3 days back also, one of our MLAs was summoned by ED for 2 consecutive days and he was made to sit for long hours there. And today I'm told, even today, ED had some official from ED had been calling some of the MLAs of BJP themselves, fearing cross-voting from BJP. They are using ED against their own MLAs.
Cutting across to our panelists, once again bringing in Radhika Khera. Radhika Khera, so the death of democracy, if it's true in Himachal, but cross-voting in your favor works in Karnataka?
So if the BJP is MLAs going and voting for Congress, BJP is not supporting JDS also, that's their call. And like I said, I stick to it. It is not an example that is being set for everybody else also. It has started with the Bharatiya Janata Party playing foul. They have so वो कहते हैं ना, जो आप दूसरों को देते हो, what you give to nature comes back to you. This is what is called karma. This is what has hit them in Karnataka. And I am never in favor of this horse trading. We are not the ones who horse trade. We are not the ones who unethically topple down governments. We are not the ones who run chori ki sarkarein. We are not the ones who try and buy out opposition people. So when you do something against someone, it comes back to you, and that's what happened with them in Karnataka. This is basic karma. And I am absolutely not in favor of this cross-voting anywhere, because it sets a very bad example, and it is not good for our democracy. Like I said, let's play fair and square. We played fair and square in Karnataka, but yet there was one person who cross-voted from Bharatiya Janata Party because he's not happy with the way you people behave in other states.
So
that's
it's
a clear example, and I will again say.
So Radhika Khera, as I bring in RP Singh, it's subconscious antaratma in Karnataka, it's money, muscle power in Himachal Pradesh. Correct? That's the point?
No, we never paid anyone in Bharatiya Janata Party to come and vote for us. He voted himself. He's been telling everyone, I'm not happy with the Bharatiya Janata Party.
That's what your Himachal MLAs will say.
Our party is not the, we don't have money. Our accounts are anyways frozen. We are not like the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have hundreds and crores of funds coming in. The Supreme Court has to come and put ki bhaiya is type ke funds nahi aayenge desh ke andar. Our funds have been shut down by the Bharatiya Janata
many
Party.
would also suggest.
Where are we going to get money from to buy their MLAs?
I want to bring in RP Singh, but I'll also cut across later to Mr. Kidwai, because many would suggest this is good electioneering, it's good management in a lot of ways, and you have a person like DK Shiv Kumar who took charge, who possibly perceived that there could be, once the minute the JDS and the BJP put forth another candidate, figured that something could go wrong, and then was all in and all aware. That's important. But RP Singh, coming back to you on that, well, with what's happening in Karnataka doesn't quite augur well for your political outfit, going into now Lok Sabha elections, which you hope to sweep once again in Karnataka.
Well, Preeti, I thought you will spare me some time, and you've done it because I thought this is a Congress show, and the way you were giving opportunity to her, probably you were a little scared of her because the way she threatened the media, and she was hitting the messenger itself by saying my way or highway. When you hear me out, or you are wrong, or he was castigating you for everything. You and your child both for that reason, or for the media at large also. But that point aside, let's understand. You just now said कि ये करें तो रामलीला, हम करें तो रासलीला. I mean, that's what is happening. So it's up to the people to decide. Vikramaditya, do you think he would have voted for money or for any other ED reason? I mean, we know that he was not allowed to go to visit the Ram temple, and he defied the party and went there. So we all know it's the inner conscience because of the way the parties tend to throttle their leaders on the cultural values also. So that's also one of the very key reasons for people to vote, do the cross voting from the Congress or from the Samajwadi Party in UP and Himachal. If that has happened, I don't know, because results still has to be out. There will be better people to tell us. But yes, Jairam Thakurji said that they are not prepared to go for a voting on the finance bill. I mean, they denied that the voting on the finance bill, which clearly shows that all is not well within the Congress party. But as far Karnataka goes, I accept one of our leaders have gone and cross-voted. He will be taken to task. He'll be given a show cause notice and then taken to task. But in UP, the chief whip himself, and there are other leaders who are on record saying that we are voting because of the we were throttled not to even chant Ram, Jai Shri Ram. I mean, if that is the situation, let people decide. They think, and then as for money goes, Radhika Khera, we have forgotten, how you have forgotten that 325 plus crore rupees in the cupboards and in the houses of one of your member of parliament or one of your person who will manage affairs for you in the eastern part of the country.
Okay, I'm going to go into a break. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to go into a quick break. I'm going to come right back. But to answer your question, sir, I don't think the channel or myself is scared either from the BJP or the Congress party, but we hope to be fair both to the BJP and the Congress party in terms of objective reporting. But having said that, you also pointed out what does Vikram Aditya have in terms of pressure of the ED or money, but there could be pressure in terms of gaining power. And if tomorrow there is a faction of the Congress headed by Vikram Aditya, supported by the BJP, you and I know better what that might augur. I'm going to come right back to Mr. Kidwai after a very quick break. Radhika Khera as well as RP Singh continue to stay with me, to stay with us.
Survey suggests, or the data suggests, that per capita monthly household expenditure has more than doubled in 2022-23 as compared to 2011-12. This has led the Niti Aayog CEO to suggest that poverty in India is now below 5%. Do you go along with this poverty figure, that poverty in India is below 5% now?
The two separate questions there, Rajdeep. The first is whether am I surprised that the monthly per capita expenditure has gone up by 100%? And the answer is no, because what it suggests is inflation adjusted. That's only about 3 to 3.5% increase in consumption expenditure per year. Now, for an economy that's growing at least 6.5%, that is not a surprising figure at all, right? That's number one. The second is the question on poverty. The fact of the matter is that this particular data set is significantly different in the way the data has been generated from the surveys that we used to do earlier. And it is not yet apparent to me that the old poverty line can be used to calculate poverty from this data. We may have to revisit the poverty line in its entirety. But that's a call that I will, and most of us who are in this particular line of work, we will not be able to take this call until the unit level records are made available.
So effectively, you are skeptical about this 5% figure, that only 5% of Indians are now below the poverty line. Based on this consumption expenditure survey, you believe that would not be accurate, that it would be inaccurate to suggest that only 5% of Indians are below the poverty line. Am I correct?
No, I'm not saying that again, I'm not saying that categorically. I'm saying that given that there's been a significant change in methodology, applying the old poverty line to this data would not be appropriate until we've done a little more detailed work.
But would you be willing to accept that many more Indians have been lifted out of poverty in the last decade, indeed, dare I say, over the last 2 decades, than the previous 2 decades?
Almost certainly, yes, right? I don't think that is the issue. The real question is the extent to which it has happened. And that depends upon the consistency between the consumption data and the poverty line, right? And on that, I cannot be categoric.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 25 and minimum 15 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 28 and minimum 25 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 33 and minimum 18 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 31 and minimum 20 degrees. Chennai, maximum 29 and minimum 25 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 33 and minimum 19 degrees.
The northeastern state of Sikkim is all set to get its first railway network. This is going to be the bedrock for enhanced defense security at the Sikkim-China border. Sikkim's first railway station at Rangpo under the Siwak-Rangpo rail project is slated to be a garrison for a rail network, reaching at the high altitude of the Sikkim-China border. The 45-kilometer rail route will be extended to Gangtok and then till Nathula region, which is a strategic border point. India Today television was on ground zero to check the progress of this project. Presently, the route has 5 stations, which include Siwak, Riang, Teesta Bazar, Meli and Rangpo. Further from Siliguri region in Bengal, we reach what is going to be the first broad gauge underground station ever made by Indian Railways, Teesta Bazar. We witnessed the blasting of the tunnel for this station platform. The project has faced several geographical and weather challenges. Unprecedented glacial lake outburst flood in South Lonak Lake in North Sikkim. Catastrophic failure of Chungthang Dam in North Sikkim led to the rise in water level in the Teesta River and the complete washout of the National Highway 10. The project will be a major strategic advantage for the Indian defence, once connected till Gangtok-Nathula. The Congress and AAP have finalized the seat-sharing formula for Delhi, Gujarat, Goa, Haryana and Chandigarh. There will be no alliance between AAP and Congress in Punjab. Both Congress and AAP said that they were committed to the India bloc, adding that the opposition will defeat BJP in 2024. The BJP has rejected India bloc as an alliance of the corrupt.
जो कांग्रेस को कहते थे कि ये देश को बेच चुकी होती, अब उस कांग्रेस के साथ अलायंस करते हैं, 4 पर हम लड़ेंगे, 3 पर वो लड़ेंगे। इससे बेईमान और इससे लुटेरा मानसिकता इंसान दूसरा आपको नहीं दिखेगा जिस लेवल पे अरविंद केजरीवाल है।
The opposition alliance, however, is clueless in West Bengal. The Congress says talks are on with the TMC. The TMC, however, insists that there is no change in its stand and it will fight on all the 42 seats in West Bengal. Bureau Report, India Today.
Co-powered by Green Lamb Laminates. Kuch Mera Kuch Tumhara. Driven by the new Hyundai Creta, undisputed ultimate. Jio BP, you deserve more. Mutual funds sahi hai.
Warm welcome. You're watching our rolling coverage. Any minute now, you're going to hear in on what has been the Rajya Sabha results on the 15 seats which were vacant, where there were vacancies there in 3 states of Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh and Karnataka. Anytime now, results coming in on those. We've got our eyes and reporters trained in getting us the latest. But first up, taking you through the headlines. Rajya Sabha battle heats up in Uttar Pradesh. 9 Samajwadi Party MLAs vote in favor of BJP. 1 SP MLA missing. Akhilesh Yadav concedes defeat in cryptic post. There's been big cross-voting twist in Himachal Pradesh. Sources say 9 Congress MLAs cross-voted. BJP claims Sukhwinder Sukhu government losing majority. Congress and BJP lock horns over 4 Rajya Sabha seats in Karnataka. BJP MLA cross votes in favor of Congress. Prime Minister Modi taunts Rahul Gandhi after left announces their own Wayanad candidates, as Congress and left at war in Kerala but BFFs elsewhere.
केरला में तो एक दूसरे के दुश्मन है, लेकिन केरला के बाहर बाकी देश में ये एक दूसरे के बीएफएफ।
Aam Aadmi Party announces its Lok Sabha candidates. 5 candidates for Delhi and Haryana fielded. 3 sitting Aam Aadmi Party MLAs get ticket from Delhi. And India reveals Gaganyaan mission team. 4 astronauts for Gaganyaan mission. Prime Minister Modi gives astronauts wings to pilots. All right, viewers, the latest news coming in right now from the state of Uttar Pradesh. The counting has stopped. There has been 2 objections to both the votes of Om Prakash Rajbhar. The counting process has stopped because the Samajwadi Party has requested the commission not to extend the counting further until both the objections are resolved. One objection is from Om Prakash Rajbhar that how his MLA Jagdish Rai cast his vote without showing. It should be investigated. The second objection raised by the Samajwadi Party is that how the vote of MLA Dudram was cast with someone's help. BJP is now demanding that counting should be stopped till the vote is decided. Viewers, to get you a little perspective, the rules of counting where Rajya Sabha is concerned, it's open ballot where and only with the violet ink do the candidates, do the MLAs cast their ballot, and they have to show the vote to an assigned party agent, a polling agent by his own political party, and then cast his vote. Akhilesh, my colleague Abhishek is now joining me live with the latest coming in. Abhishek, what's the latest? Counting has been stalled for what reasons?
Well, certainly, Preeti, the counting has been kept on hold for a while with the fact that how there is a complaint by the Samajwadi Party and also one by Rajbhar. There are two objections. One objection is from O.P. Rajbhar, and he is saying that how his MLA Jagdish Rai has cast his vote without showing it to the agent. That is one argument. Second is about from the Samajwadi Party of the MLA Dudhiram, where he said that he has he's cast his vote with someone's help. So that is the two objections which are now been resolved. Right now, the counting is on hold for now, but we are expecting that it will resume soon. And as soon as it resumes, then we'll get to know further that how is the development happening.
But Abhishek, right now it does seem that the Samajwadi Party has practically conceded defeat in terms of numbers. Tell us, because what we have been given to understand, 7 Samajwadi Party MLAs have cross-voted, 1 has abstained. That brings the count to 8, and 9 number is added because a BSP MLA has now voted in favor of the BJP. How many numbers did the BJP need to snag that 1 seat from the Samajwadi Party?
Well, Preeti, this is very right for the BJP at the moment because they were running short of 8 votes. Technically, 7 they have got, the cross vote from the Samajwadi Party. 1 is absent, so that will also benefit BJP because the total count will get down. And another vote of the BSP MLA, Uma Shankar Singh, so that will also be added. So technically it becomes 8, and again the total count has gone down for the BJP. So in clearly a very clean victory, very easy victory for the BJP for the 8th candidate. And we are also expecting that in terms of numbers, they will not shortfall of any in any situation. That is the only reason that from the afternoon itself, when Akhilesh Yadav spoke, he got the realization that there is no chance now that the 3rd candidate will go further.
Okay.
We are also getting to know that Alok Ranjan could be that person because he was on the number 3rd priority.
Right.
So the other 2 candidates of the Samajwadi Party are comfortably going to the upper house.
All right, so Sanjay Seth from the BJP, who's a former Samajwadi Party leader, now will make it to the Rajya Sabha, and what Abhishek tells us, at the cost of Alok Ranjan, who was a retired IAS personnel, who was put forth as a candidate by the Samajwadi Party. So Jaya Bachchan as well as Ramji Lal Suman in all probability will make to the House, which is 1 less than the Samajwadi Party had expected. Let's cut across right now. Word coming in from the assembly in Shimla where voting is being carried out. Ruckus outside the counting centre in Shimla. Sources say that 9 Congress MLAs have in fact cross-voted. Sukhu Sarkar, Murdabad slogans being raised in all probability by BJP MLAs there. Let's try and get a larger understanding. My colleague Manjeet Sehgal joining us live. Manjeet, tell us what exactly is going on right now.
Preeti, the BJP members try to create a ruckus demanding that the voting should be paused, as Sudarshan Bablu, who is a Congress MLA from Chintpurni, was flown from Chandigarh to Shimla. He was allegedly sick by the state government. So BJP has labelled allegations of misuse of the government machinery here at Shimla. That is why BJP is now demanding that the counting should be stopped. On the other, at least 7 MLAs, 5 Congress MLAs and 2 independent MLAs have been moved to Panchkula, Haryana by the BJP. These MLAs are believed to have indulged in cross-voting, though some of the Congress leaders also maintain that cross-voting took place, but the BJP says that cross voting took place, and that can change the number game. Remember, 35 is the magic number which the BJP is trying to get. The Congress has 40 votes, and if the BJP, the three independents go to the BJP and cross voting takes place, the BJP then can easily get the magic number of 35. But the Congress continues to maintain that there was no cross voting and it will win its seat, Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Or as far as the cross voting fears are concerned, Congress was already fearing that its members can indulge in cross voting.
Okay.
That is why
So what's the number? It'll all come down to the number, Manjeet. If cross voting has taken place, what is the number that in all probability Congress MLAs have cross voted? One number that is being floated is 9. Is that correct?
Well, BJP members have claimed that at least 9 members have cross-voted in their favor. If this proves true, then the BJP will be in a comfortable position to get the magic number of 35. BJP leaders also maintain that the 3 independent MLAs are have also cast their vote in their favor. So if BJP is able to get this number of vote, the magic number of 35, it will be in a comfortable position to win this seat. But results can be announced anytime soon.
All right. Results anytime. But if the BJP gets the 9 plus 3, you're talking about 9 from the Congress cross-voting plus 3 of independents, then it's not just winning the seat. It's practically winning the state of Himachal Pradesh. But Manjeet, stay with me. We're going to come right back. Manjeet, there any time now, results could be announced, and everyone's eyes, viewers, are trained on the results coming in from the state of Himachal Pradesh, because in Uttar Pradesh, the picture is practically clear. The Samajwadi Party. All right, let's listen in right now. The Chief Minister of Himachal just speaking to the press.
हमने तो विप जारी कर रखा था, उनके पास तो मेजॉरिटी नहीं थी, हमारा तो विप जारी है, और जो हमारे विधायक थे हमने तो वोटिंग करनी थी। अभी भी आप गिन लेते, विप जारी होने के बाद जो सत्ता पक्ष के विपक्ष के विधायकों कितने हैं? 25 विधायक थे, और जो विधायक विप जारी करने के बाद भी नहीं आए हैं, उनके बारे में हमारी पार्टी भी विचार करेगी। और निश्चित तौर पर मैं कह सकता हूं कि आज जिस प्रकार भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हमारे विधायक को धमकाने की जो कोशिश की है, कांग्रेस पार्टी इसका विरोध करती है। धन्यवाद।
आज हाउस के अंदर जो परिस्थिति बनी, जब फाइनेंशियल बिल जो चर्चा हो रही है और उस पर जब चर्चा के बाद मतदान होना था, मतदान में जो है वॉइस वोट के आधार पर ही स्पीकर ने हाउस को एडजर्न कर दिया। हमने डिवीजन मांगा, डिवीजन नहीं दिया गया, क्योंकि उनका बहुमत नहीं था। वहां पर बहुमत हाउस के अंदर उस वक्त वहां पर उपलब्ध नहीं था उनके पास। और ऐसे हालात में जिस प्रकार से परिस्थिति वहां पर बनी हुई है, बौखलाहट में है कांग्रेस पार्टी। अभी मैं कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं कहना चाह रहा हूं, और हम सचमुच में हैरान हैं जिस प्रकार से विधानसभा अध्यक्ष का रवैया है। विधानसभा के अध्यक्ष ने जब फाइनेंस बिल पर, बजट पर हमारी चर्चा के बाद जब वोटिंग हो रही थी, वोट के लिए हमने डिवीज़न मांगा, डिवीज़न नहीं दिया, हाउस एडजर्न कर दिया। और उसके बाद दूसरी बार जब रीअसेंबल हुआ तो हाउस थोड़ा सा शोर डालने के बाद कल तक के लिए एडजर्न कर दिया।
Well, with what the Chief Minister of Himachal has just stated, then the Congress is in trouble, because where he says very clearly that there have been some who have abstained, there's word coming in, there's been cross-voting going on. What does it augur in for the Congress government in the state of Himachal Pradesh? Because now it's just not Abhishek Manu Singhvi's seat at stake where the Rajya Sabha is concerned. The larger picture could actually not look too good for the Congress in maintaining its government in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Let's quickly cut across right now to our panelists this evening. Joining me, Guru Prakash Paswan, Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson. Rashid Kidwai, political analyst, continues to stay with us. Matthew Anthony, Congress spokesperson as well. Cutting across to the BJP spokesperson first. Guru Prakash Paswan, today is a day where the Antaratma has spoken of quite a few congressmen, one of your own in the state of Karnataka. The subconscious has spoken. But what's very interesting, Guru Prakash Paswan, that only those number of people subconscious or Antaratma has spoken the number that you required to snag a seat in Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, and possibly the number that you require in the state of Himachal Pradesh.
No, Preeti, I think in all honesty, this question must be addressed to those who has voted instead of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And I think that is one of the biggest assets of a democracy, that in a democracy you can act as per your own will, as per your own aspiration. And I think we see that is happening today. In a democracy, there is absolutely no bar. There is absolutely no obligation that you have to vote for a certain thing. But as things are progressing, as things are developing, we just heard that the Congress Chief Minister in Himachal Pradesh saying that there was a whip issued. We saw another interesting thing, that the whip himself offered a letter of resignation in Uttar Pradesh. So I think as the day unfolds, as more development comes into play, we'll get the clearer picture. But I think constitutionally, democratically, in terms of parliamentary rules and regulation, whatever is happening is by the rule book, and we'll see whatever happens.
No, I'm just saying, because you quoted an interesting example, I'm also quoting an interesting example. I said you quoted an interesting example. I'm also quoting an interesting example, that only those number of party men or MLAs subconscious has spoken that the BJP needed to actually come up with that number. That line with Mr. Guru Prakash Paswan has been broken. He can't hear me. I'll cut across to him in a short while. But I want to go to the Congress spokesperson right now, Matthew Anthony. Things are not looking good in the state of Himachal Pradesh, sir, and you have only yourself to blame. The writing had been on the wall ever since Vikramaditya decided against the party whip, attended the Ram Mandir inauguration. You knew what was going on. You should have been more careful, many would suggest.
Thanks, Preeti, for bringing me in this show. And I would start my conversation with the 2004 open ballots introduced by Atal Bihari Vajpayee when he was the Prime Minister, putting an end to the horse trading in the whole Rajya Sabha elections. And now during a BJP regime, we are seeing a horse trading. However, under Schedule 10 of the Constitution, when a whip is being issued by the party, if any party MLAs goes against the whip, they are to be disqualified. And we will, if at all there is a action against a whip, there is a cross-voting against a whip issued by the party, there will be action taken against them. And then we have to deal with it. And there is no conscience, when somebody has represented the party and, won the elections under the party symbol, there is no conscience coming into the picture when there is a requirement to vote for the party. It's very clear, be it BJP, be it Congress, be it anybody for that matter. So the horse trading in a democracy is a very bad thing, because, the conscience part is just an excuse by anyone for that matter. Yeah, that's what my comment
Mr. Anthony,
about the whole
let me turn this around and flip the question on you. You're saying it's horse trading, conscious part is just an excuse. You do know that Mr. Somashekara from the BJP in Karnataka has said that his subconscious has spoken in favor of the Congress. Would you call that horse trading, sir? What's happening in Karnataka?
I will not call that a horse trading. That is an individual's decision of, Somashekar. And he said that, it is his conscience, so, but, I say that,
you do also know you're contradicting yourself in the last 2 minutes.
Let me complete, Preeti. Let me complete. Whether it is Somashekar or whether it is any MLA, if somebody has won under a party symbol, then it is a moral responsibility to vote for the party if the whip has been issued. So it stands very clear there. Whether it is Somashekar, X, Y, or Z, if the Congress party has issued a whip, then the Congress party MLAs who has won the election under the Congress party symbol has to vote for us.
So my limited point was that it can't be horse trading in Himachal Pradesh and it can't be subconscious in Karnataka. Either we stick to horse trading or we stick to subconscious. Okay, I'll come back to you.
What Somashekar has done is wrong and against the whip of the party. That's
okay, fair point. I ceded, fair point. I want to cut across right now to Rashid Kidwai. Rashid Kidwai, away from all of that, let's just focus on what is going on right now in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Because in all probability, with indications coming in, the Congress still says that this is propaganda. They have the numbers. The independents, the three of them, have voted in favor of the Congress. But if the numbers are what the sources say, that 9 have cross-voted, then the Congress is actually on the cusp of losing the speck of a state that it had in the Hindi heartland. It's not just limited to Abhishek Manu Singhvi's seat.
Preeti, I
I think that's not a correct position, because what happens in Rajya Sabha election, as Guru Paswan was saying, you see, there is no whip. Whip cannot be enforced. The idea behind open voting and to show it to the polling agent, in that case, is a whip for all practical purposes. But a punitive action parties cannot take. Parties can expel, but then that person becomes unattached member. In the context of Himachal Pradesh, fall of Sukhu government is not possible. Why I'm saying? Because you need to get 1/3 of the CLP, which is 40. So that means you need to get 14 or more MLAs to bring down Sukhu government. And if you come to the House on any finance bill or any other no confidence motion, if a party MLA violates whip, then that person would be automatically disqualified. So it's a tricky situation.
But it can bring, but Mr. Kidwai, it can bring the Himachal Pradesh government in minority.
Yeah. It's a huge loss of face, Preeti. I agree that, and it will trigger a chain reaction where a government, Sukhu government, may fall. But what I'm saying is, it's not necessary, because there are a lot of instances where Rajya Sabha cross voting has taken place, but that particular government has not fallen. That's my limited point.
Sir, it all depends on what's the number there. I think it will all come down to that, and
So Preeti, you're right. So Preeti, I think what BJP has done is to muster, enough numbers. You are saying that in the context of Uttar Pradesh, those 8 MLAs.
It's right now what sources seem to suggest. It's 9 plus 3. 9, where the Congress in Himachal plus 3 are the 3 independents. That's what the BJP says. The Congress says that the independents have voted for the Congress. We'll know very shortly.
So I know all that. I think, Preeti, it will be role of speaker comes in. It's not an easy thing unless there is a huge, it's a small state. So remember, getting each MLA on the other side is not an easy task. What I'm saying is, it may happen that Congress may lose. And let me just tell you one thing. Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi was the first person in history of Himachal where a non-Himachali was brought in.
And that's the problem, Mr. Kidwai. That is actually a problem with most of the people there. And I'll ask you one quick question before we go to our political panelists, because most of the MLAs from the Congress resented an outsider being brought in. And if, for example, a Sonia Gandhi had been fielded, an outsider, yet, fielded from the seat. From Himachal.
I met Anand Sharma in IIC, and we were talking. They were saying, "Lamo ne khata ki, sadiyon ne saza pai." So this was very well known. I mean, there was something was cooking in Himachal.
Yes,
and that's what had happened. So I think
the party should have been smarter. The party should have been smarter, which it wasn't. That's what it did. That's it. Given up the state of Himachal. If this is true, right? Again, we don't know what's going on in Himachal. Both sides claim that they have the majority.
Actually, Sukhu had recommended Anand Sharma's name.
Well, that didn't quite happen. If Sukhu had recommended Anand Sharma's name, it is Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi who's on the cards. But in all probability, with what at least our sources seem to suggest, is that there has been cross-voting, doesn't augur in well for Abhishek Manu Singhvi, or rather even Mr. Sukhu. But I want to cut across back now to the BJP spokesperson, Guru Prakash Paswan, now on the larger picture of what's going on in the state of Karnataka, in the state of Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh, you've actually managed to get. All right, I'm coming back to you, sir. I'm just going to quickly cut into the latest news break that's filtering in. 6 Congress MLAs, besides 2 independents, have now been moved to Panchkula, Haryana, by the Bharatiya Janata Party. All right, it started resort politics following cross-voting. Only 34 Congress MLAs now present in Shimla. 35 is the magic figure. There have been 3 independents, 2 of them have now been moved to Panchkula, and 6 congressmen, MLAs, have now been moved to Panchkula by the Bharatiya Janata Party. There's lots going on, viewers, where Himachal is concerned. And Rashid Kidwai, if this holds true right now, we're looking at 6 plus 2 independents, that's 7, 8. Not too good for the Congress.
Absolutely, it's a very bad news. But what I'm saying is, CLP has to break, 1/3, and the 40 of 1. I mean, 1/3 of 40 would be.
But can we now say? MLAs. But can we say, Rashid Kidwai, that Abhishek Manu Singhvi might not go to Rajya Sabha?
And Preeti, you see, he's handling a lot of cases, including national red.
You know what's really funny, and what is really funny in all of this, we're going to try and get in a reporter as well. He's handling a lot of cases, and a lot of other political parties were very happy to give him a secure Rajya Sabha seat. This is something that possibly Abhishek Manu Singhvi will rue, because right till the end he did not know where he was being nominated from. Was it being Karnataka or was it the state of Himachal Pradesh? And now it seems that he might land up in a state where he might not make it to the Rajya Sabha, at least with the word that is coming in. We're going to try and get in a reporter very quickly. Our producer is on it. But I want to cut across right now back to our BJP spokesperson, Guru Prakash Paswan. Guru Prakash Paswan, the word coming in from the Congress: misuse of muscle power, misuse of power, misuse of ED, misuse of all possible state agencies by the BJP.
No, I completely do not understand, Preeti, when the moral compass shifts to the Bharatiya Janata Party, that it is the Bharatiya Janata Party which is accountable, it is the Bharatiya Janata Party that is answerable. But on the other hand, the point is very clear, the point is very simple. You are not able to control your own MLAs. They are elected representatives. They are not just party workers. They are not just party sympathizers. The Congress party has lost all forms of control on their elected representatives. And there are reasons behind it. Preeti, as we speak, today, at this hour, two Congress MLAs, reportedly Murari Gautam and Siddharth Saurabh, they are set to join the Bharatiya Janata Party. So what is the reason behind it? What is the reason, the larger picture behind it that we must understand? This is beyond my comprehension, that the entire focus shifts on the Bharatiya Janata Party. The question, on the other hand, must be asked from the Congress leadership, that आप अपने MLAs को control करके क्यों नहीं रखना चाहते हो? The answer is very clear, because in Congress party, Preeti, last 10 seconds. In Congress party, any leader of resilience can only rise to a certain position. We saw what happened with Milind Devra. We have examples like Mr. Sindhya. We have examples like Mr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. So many leaders, they cannot actually realize their potential, their aspiration in the Congress party, and this is the reason of the mass exodus.
That question continues to be asked of the opposition, but questions also need to be asked with the BJP as well, because it is interesting how exactly, because every possible MLA who has switched sides today has blamed it, or rather not blamed it, said, invoked his antaratma or subconscious. And what is interesting was exactly those number of MLAs subconscious has been invoked that the BJP needed, exactly the number, or maybe give and take one, in the state of Uttar Pradesh to snag that seat away from the Samajwadi Party in UP, and possibly with what's going on in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Matthew Anthony, I'm going to ask you a quick question before we slip into a break. And the fact is, Mr. Paswan has a point. You have failed in not only keeping and rallying your MLAs together, but now today also standing at the cusp of losing your only state in the Hindi heartland, sir.
Preeti, first of all, I disagree to the fact that we are losing the state. Second is, I'm not in a position to comment about the 6 MLAs because I don't have a clear information about it. It's a speculation from the media. Third is, BJP is an alumni of the ex-Congress leaders, because BJP don't have leaders. BJP don't have their own leaders, because after fighting so many years and becoming a larger party, national party, you see all their positions are going to ex-Congress leaders. Don't they have leaders of their own?
Sir, isn't that a pity though? Isn't that a pity then?
It is a pity for
you
BJP
didn't value
because, after claiming so...
Many would suggest you didn't value your own.
No, second thing is, let me come to that. If ED knocks at your door, if CBI knocks at your door and saying that, no, if you don't come, and then you're going to be under the jail, or you're going to be put under bars, then, what option you have?
Okay.
What option you have?
All right. I'm going to go into a break, but we're going to also quickly cut across and check. It seems in Himachal Pradesh, recounting has now been ordered. We're going to come right back. Mr. Paswan, just stay with me. And Mr. Kidwai, slipping into a break, back shortly. Stay with us.
श्री अखिलेश जी को डर लग रहा है। उन्हें लग रहा है कि वो जो प्रत्याशी खड़े किए हैं उसमें शायद कोई हार जाएगा। इस बात को ध्यान में रखते हुए बहाना बना रहे हैं, पर चुनाव की प्रक्रिया बिल्कुल साफ है। हम लोगों ने जितने प्रत्याशी खड़े किए वे सारे के सारे अच्छे बहुमत से जीतेंगे।
हार जाएंगे इसलिए उन्होंने पहले से ही भूमिका
हाँ, भूमिका उन्होंने लगता यही है कि उन्हें लग रहा है कि परिणाम उनके खिलाफ रहेगा, इसलिए वो भूमिका बना रहे।
एनडीए के 8 उम्मीदवार बम्पर वोट से जीतेंगे। पहली बात, आपने कल देखा डिनर पार्टी में संकेत कल ही आप लोगों को मिल चुका होगा। कुछ लोग सट करके वोट देंगे और कुछ लोग हट के देंगे।
स्थिति दिखाई दे रही है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश का विकास, आदरणीय योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के नेतृत्व में उत्तर प्रदेश का विकास, इससे प्रभावित बहुत सारे विधायक भाजपा के प्रत्याशियों को जिताना चाहते हैं और भाजपा के पास अपने बहुमत से ज्यादा नंबर हैं। समाजवादी पार्टी ने तीसरा प्रत्याशी खड़ा करके गलती की है। चुनाव की जरूरत नहीं थी, लेकिन तीसरा प्रत्याशी उनके पास नंबर नहीं थे, तब भी उन्होंने खड़ा किया है। आज जब शाम तक वोटों की गिनती होगी तो 8 भाजपा के जीतेंगे, 2 सपा के जीतेंगे।
आप लोगों के द्वारा पता चल रहा है और ये देखिए समाजवादी पार्टी के चुनाव चिन्ह से जीते थे, तो देखिए देखा जाएगा आगे। इस तरीके से अगर होगा तो फिर बाद में हम लोग भी देखेंगे।
मत देने का अधिकार सबको है। चुने वो प्रतिनिधि जो है हमारे विधायक हैं और राज्यसभा के लिए इस वक्त जो चुनाव हो रहा है उसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी की ओर से हमने कैंडिडेट दिए हैं और हर्ष महाजन जी हमारे कैंडिडेट हैं। और सिर्फ इतना ही कहना चाह रहा हूं मैं कि सभी विधायक जो है वो जनप्रतिनिधि हैं और सबसे जो आवश्यक लगता है कि अपनी अंतरात्मा की आवाज से वो मतदान करें, इस बात के लिए मेरा आग्रह है। बाकी सारी चीज़ों को लेकर के कोई विशेष मुझे नहीं कहना है। एक लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्था है, हमने कैंडिडेट दिया है, हम चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं।
The Congress and AAP have finalized the seat sharing formula for Delhi, Gujarat, Goa, Haryana and Chandigarh. There will be no alliance between AAP and Congress in Punjab. Both Congress and AAP said that they were committed to the India bloc, adding that the opposition will defeat BJP in 2024. The BJP has rejected India bloc as an alliance of the corrupt.
जो कांग्रेस को कहते थे कि ये देश को बेच चुकी होती, अब उस कांग्रेस के साथ अलायंस करते हैं। 4 पर हम लड़ेंगे, 3 पर वो लड़ेंगे। इससे बेईमान और इससे लुटेरा मानसिकता इंसान दूसरा आपको नहीं दिखेगा जिस लेवल पे अरविंद केजरीवाल है।
The opposition alliance, however, is clueless in West Bengal. The Congress says talks are on with the TMC. The TMC, however, insists that there is no change in its stand and it will fight on all the 42 seats in West Bengal. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, news break coming in the state of Himachal Pradesh are both Abhishek Manu Singhvi's seat in Rajya Sabha as well as Sukhwinder Sukhu's government in Himachal in danger. Sources suggest 6 Congress MLAs besides 2 independents have been moved to Panchkula, Haryana by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Let me repeat this for you. 6 Congress MLAs plus 2 independents have been moved to Panchkula, Haryana by the BJP. Only 34 Congress MLAs present in Shimla. What's the halfway mark? At least where the assembly is concerned, yours is 35. This is one shot. But I want to cut across very quickly to Manjeet Sehgal to get us a larger understanding on what really is going on, Manjeet, right now. The counting was stopped a while ago. I believe what's happening is it's moving towards a tie. Is it confirmed? What's going on? Give us details.
Well, Preeti, counting seems to have been paused after BJP raised the objection that one Congress MLA was flown from Chandigarh. He represents the Chintpurni Assembly constituency. BJP has alleged that the state government, particularly the Chief Minister, misused the government machinery to bring the MLA to cast his vote. So BJP tried to create a ruckus as well. The counting is being done behind me at this library building here within the complex of Himachal Pradesh Assembly. It is still not known what the results will be, but the Congress and BJP tried their level best. BJP had claimed that at least 9 party MLAs have cross-voted in their favor.
Well, 9 party right now, but what we are getting in, Manjeet.
At least 2 independent MLs.
Manjeet, you're saying sources say 9 right now?
Well, 6.
6 have been moved, plus 2 MLAs, 6 Congress MLAs, plus 2 independents have been moved to Panchkula by BJP.
6 Congress MLAs, including 2 independents, have been moved to Panchkula, somewhere in Panchkula. They are in touch with the BJP. This is what the BJP is now claiming. Only 36 MLAs are in Shimla. This is what we are being told. Meanwhile, the counting is still under process. The results are to be announced anytime soon.
Okay.
All we know that Congress leaders were also fearing that cross-voting can take place. CLP meeting was held in Shimla yesterday. All MLAs were told to be present. All MLAs were also particularly told to vote in favor of Abhishek Manu Singhvi. They were also told that they will have to show their ballot papers after casting the vote.
Well, it is an open ballot system.
Invalid.
It is an open ballot system, so they have to show their vote to an agent, a polling agent of their own party. I'm going to come right back to you. Just stay on with us, Manjeet. There's more news break coming in from Karnataka. Karnataka counting has ended. The BJP candidate Nara Yansa Bhangre wins with 47 votes. BJP JDS candidates Kupendra Reddy gets 36 votes. All 3 Congress candidates win in Karnataka. Ajay Makan, Nasir Hussain win with 47 votes each. Congress's G.C. Chandrasekhar wins with 45 votes. Very interesting where Karnataka was concerned. The BJP and the JDS had put forth another candidate, but that joint candidate has not made it. The Congress has managed to hold on to its own. Not only that, but also there's been cross-voting from the Bharatiya Janata Party to the Congress, and this result is something that the Congress will take a lot of heart in. There were only 4 seats or 4 vacancies. 4 seats or 4 vacancies from the Congress in Karnataka. The BJP JDS had fielded an extra joint candidate, and there was a cause for concern within the Congress. There could be cross-voting. That hasn't happened. This is a win for the Congress. They've managed to hold on to their stock. DK Shiv Kumar practically acting like a poll agent to keep his stock together. All smiles today. Listen in. Nagarjun, before we dip into the press conference by the Congress there, Nagarjuna, not bad for the Congress, will take heart at least in Karnataka, managed to get all 3 candidates into the Rajya Sabha. The joint candidate of the BJP and the JDS right now losing, and a good day for the Congress where Karnataka is concerned. Not so good with what's going on in Himachal.
Well, that's true. In fact, Mr. DK Shiv Kumar was having all smiles in the afternoon when he realized that it's only Karnataka that giving Congress a sure shot win. 3 Rajya Sabha candidates of the Congress have won today. 47 votes and 45 votes to 3 Congress candidates. The BJP candidates has won with 47 votes. The joint NDA candidate, Mr. Kupendra Reddy, has lost with 36 votes. The minimum needed was 45. I have Mr. Srinivas of the Youth Congress. Your 3 candidates have won. आपको कैसा लग रहा है? बाकी प्रदेश, उत्तर प्रदेश और हिमाचल में आपके विधायक क्रॉस वोट किया है, बट कर्नाटक में ऐसा चमत्कार क्या हुआ कि बीजेपी के विधायक क्रॉस वोट?
कर्नाटक में आपको पता है जो पूरा वोट एमएलएस के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा भरोसा था, और सबसे पहले कल भी एक मॉक वोटिंग हुआ। इस तरीके से खुद पीसीसी प्रेसिडेंट भी एजेंट बन के बैठे, तमाम ये इस पे, और बीजेपी में बहुत कोशिश किया पैसे का काम करने का, अप्रोच करने का, कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ा, बट यहाँ वर्क नहीं हुआ।
बट आपका क्या ऐसे मैजिक किया कि उन्होंने क्रॉस वोट किया आपकी तरफ?
यही तो है।
गारंटी स्कीम वर्क हुआ क्या? कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी फंड दिया क्या? कुछ टिकट देने का कुछ?
बीजेपी दुनिया में कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, बट उनका कर्नाटक में उनका जो भी स्ट्रैटेजी है फेल हो जाएगा। यहाँ नहीं
ಮೊದಲನೇ ರೌಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು, ಅಜಯ್ ಮೆಕೆನ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಸೈಯದ್ ನಾಸಿರ್ ಹುಸೇನ್ ಅವರು ಅಧಿಕೃತವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು 3 ಜನ ಕೂಡ ಮೊದಲನೇ ರೌಂಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆದ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅವರು ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಟರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫೀಸರು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಐಕ್ಯತೆ, ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಇದರಿಂದ ತಮಗೆ ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಅವರು ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ತಂತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಆಮಿಷ ಒಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಯಾವ ಮತದಾರರು ಕೂಡ ಈಲ್ಡಾಗದೆ ಸ್ವಾಭಿಮಾನದ ಮತವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಈ ನಮ್ಮ 3 ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನ ಗೆಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಗೆಲ್ಲಿಸಿದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಸಕರುಗಳಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರಿಗೆ ತಾವು ಬಹಳ ಅಭಿಮಾನದಿಂದ ತಾವು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದವರು ಬಹಳ ಇದರ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ತಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸಿ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಸಕರು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ನೇತೃತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು, ಅವರು ಸುರ್ಜೇವಾಲಾ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೆಷರರ್ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ದೆಹಲಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಟ್ರೆಷರರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ನಾಯಕರು ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಮತ್ತು ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ್ ಖರ್ಗೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ವೇಣುಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಚ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಜಾಗೃತಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಚರ್ಚೆ
Venugopal and inform them that the 3 candidates have won, and I would want to thank the MLAs of Congress Party.
I am very happy to inform you that all the Congress candidates have won on the first round. Mr. Ajay Mekken, who is the treasurer of the party, has got 47 votes. Mr. Syed Nazir Hussain has got 47 votes, and Mr. G.C. Chandrasekhar has got 45 votes. The BJP also polled 47 votes and JDS polled 36 votes. So all of them had the required quota of 4,500 points which they have to get. So they have got the required quota and all of them have been elected at once without any second round. So I would like to thank all my voters, from my Chief Minister to all my legislators who worked very hard, and my in-charge General Secretary, Mr. Surjewala ji, and I thank my AICC President also. He was very cautious on this. He had warned us on various issues, so we have looked at it. My General Secretary organization also had called me in a certain number of times, but nothing has went wrong. Everything has went on in a very smooth way. I would like to thank my Sonia Gandhi ji and Rahul ji for giving ticket to all these 3 congressmen of the state, of the country, who have worked hard for the party.
I
don't want to discuss. I don't know anything. My General Secretary is there. You can ask him whatever you want.
Friends, first I congratulate Shri Ajay Makhan, Dr. Nasir Hussain and my friend Mr. G.C. Chandrasekhar. I also laud the efforts, principles, commitment to character, commitment to democracy of the Congress legislators and all other supporting legislators who made this victory possible. This is a decisive victory, as I said in the morning, for democracy. This is a decisive victory for India. This is a decisive victory for the Swabhimana of 6.5 crore Kannadigas. And this is a decisive defeat of those who want to corrupt the democratic process by the sale and purchase of legislators. I ask Shri J.P. Nadda, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as also Mr. Yedurappa and Mr. Vijendra today, and Mr. Kumaraswamy, why is it when you did not have the requisite legislators, why did you put up a a tycoon who had loads of money in the hope that he will be able to buy the loyalty and vote of legislators who are elected by people of Karnataka. This itself was a brazen insult to the mandate given to legislators by 6.5 crore fellow Kannadigas. I am happy that legislators of Karnataka have demolished this conspiracy to tarnish democracy. They have rejected Ayaram, Gayaram politics. They have rejected the politics of purchase and sale of MLAs by BJP and now by Mr. Kumaraswamy and his party. So this is in many ways a victory not for the Congress party alone, not only for Shri Siddaramaiah, Shri D.K. Shivkumar, for all the Congress legislators and our candidates, but this is a victory of the common Kannadiga. The common Kannadiga proved it in the council elections recently when they decimated the unholy alliance of the BJP and Janata Dal, and Mr. Puttanna was decisively elected. They have again defeated and rejected the unholy alliance of BJP and Janata Dal, who was seeking to buy votes of the legislators. I thank each and every one who participated in this process. I also thank all our legislators and colleagues, and I once again thank Mr. Siddaramaiah, the CLP leader. I thank Mr. D.K. Shivkumar. I thank our All India Congress Committee President, Shri Mallikarjun Kharge, without whose guidance this victory was not possible. This is a victory of principles, of ideals, of democracy and of morality and of numbers.
Sir, do you think it's an embarrassment for the alliance after consecutive 2 wins for the Congress, sir?
Congress party has taken note of the same. Our in charge, Mr. Rajiv Shukla, is taking stock of the situation. Very soon, either Mr. Jairam Ramesh or Mr. Rajiv Shukla will be making a statement in this regard.
Sir, it's your consecutive win in Karnataka, second time after the teachers' constituency. Do you call it an embarrassment for the alliance? You are calling it an unholy alliance of the BJP and the JDS? And how it affect you in the Lok Sabha, sir?
This is the third consecutive victory, my dear. The first one came in the assembly election.
उम्मीद है समाजवादी पार्टी के तीनों जीतेंगे, लेकिन खबरें जो आ रही हैं आप भी जानते हो, जो दूसरों के लिए कांटा बोते हैं एक दिन उनके लिए भी कांटे मिलते हैं। बीजेपी चुनाव जीतने के लिए कोई भी हथकंडा अपना सकती है, कोई भी लाभ देने के लिए आश्वासन दे सकती है। बीजेपी है, जीतने के लिए सब कुछ करेगी। जिनको लाभ मिलना होगा कुछ, वो जरूर चले जाएंगे, या जिनको बहुत वादा किया होगा कि आपको चुनाव में ये कर दिया जाएगा, ये मिल जाएगा, वो चले जाएंगे।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने 8 प्रत्याशियों को माननीय विधायकों के आशीर्वाद से जीत की तरफ तेजी के साथ अग्रसर करा रही है, और इस सब में लोकतंत्र में माननीय विधायकों का आशीर्वाद भारतीय जनता पार्टी को प्राप्त है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सभी विधायकों का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त है।
पैकेज से वोटिंग हो रही है, डरा के वोटिंग हो रही है, और जब सरकार पूरी लगी होगी तो ऐसी वोटिंग कराएंगे, लोगों को ले जाएंगे अपने पास।
Akhilesh Yadav has spoken exclusively to India Today and said that BJP is using the power, BJP is using the money, and that is what has translated into the kind of atmosphere which has been created, clearly accusing the leadership. And at the same time, he said that those who are talking about, listening to their inner voice, it's the money which is playing, and he has been very blunt enough to say that. At the same time, we've also seen how the Samajwadi Party MLAs, one by one, are getting with the BJP, beginning with Abhay Singh and Rakesh Pratap Singh. We also broke it first on India Today, how they reacted with Jai Shri Ram chant and, made it clear that they are going ahead with it. Then SP Vihip Manoj Pandey resigning from the position, then his nameplate being removed, and afterward his resignation was accepted, and afterwards some others came in. So this was something which was very evident enough that how the BJP has a comfortable number to get the 8th candidate, that is Sanjay Seth, to the Rajya Sabha, and this is what has happened actually today as well.
मेरा मानना है कि हमारे 40 विधायक थे, अगर कोई बिका नहीं होगा तो हमें 40 के 40 वोट आएंगे। निश्चित तौर पर मेरा यह मानना है कि कांग्रेस की विचारधारा और हाथ के निशान पर जो चुनकर आए हैं उन लोगों ने पार्टी को वोट डाला होगा, पार्टी के प्रत्याशी को वोट डाला होगा। तो अभी तक तो हम शाम को काउंटिंग है तभी कुछ बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन मेरा मानना है कि कांग्रेस का अगर कोई विधायक बिका नहीं होगा तो हमारे को 40 के 40 वोट। नहीं,
विधायकों से बातचीत हुई है?
मेरी सभी विधायकों से बात हुई। अब देखना है कि अभी तो वोटिंग का काउंटिंग 4 बजे तक है, उसके बाद ही रिजल्ट कब आएगा।
इनकी पार्टी की सुप्रीमो की तरफ से होना चाहिए, आधिकारिक रूप से होना चाहिए, लेकिन आधिकारिक रूप से ये नहीं कहे जाते हैं कि गठबंधन की प्रक्रिया खत्म हो चुकी है, क्योंकि सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी दुविधा में है। दुविधा नंबर 1, सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी की एक वर्ग, उनका यह मानना है कि अगर हम इंडिया गठबंधन छोड़ के अकेले चुनाव में उतरे तो बंगाल की अल्पसंख्यकों ने हमारे खिलाफ वोट डालेंगे।
का 8 का दावा जिस दिन नामांकन हुआ था उस दिन भी हुआ था, आज मतदान हुआ है तब भी है। समाजवादी पार्टी के पास तीसरा कैंडिडेट जिताने की हैसियत नहीं थी। उन्होंने तीसरा कैंडिडेट उतार करके समाजवादी पार्टी के अंतर कलह को उजागर करने का उन्होंने अपने आप अवसर स्थापित किया है। और अगर आज समाजवादी पार्टी की ये खबर आ रही है कि उनके बहुत सारे विधायक उत्तर प्रदेश में और देश में जो विकास की गंगा बह रही है उसमें वह भी अपनी एक तरह से कहिए इस यज्ञ में आहुति डालना चाहते हैं और अपनी अंतरात्मा की आवाज पर ऐसे कोई हैं तो उनका हम स्वागत करते हैं।
तो कहा यह जा रहा है कि करीब 1 दर्जन ऐसे लोग हैं सपा के भीतर जो कि क्रॉस वोटिंग कर रहे हैं।
अब कितने लोग हैं ये मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन अंतरात्मा की आवाज कितने लोगों की होगी, क्या होगी, ये तो वोटों की गिनती के बाद पता चलेगा। लेकिन मैं ये जानता हूँ 8 भाजपा के जीत रहे हैं, 2 सपा के जीत रहे हैं और सपा की हैसियत 2 की ही थी, उन्होंने तीसरा लड़ाया है और वो तीसरा हार रहे हैं। समाजवादी पार्टी का सफाया, ये तो राज्यसभा चुनाव है जी, आज 8 जीतेंगे, लोकसभा में 80 जीतेंगे।
हर राष्ट्र की विकास यात्रा में कुछ क्षण ऐसे आते हैं जो वर्तमान के साथ ही आने वाली पीढ़ियों को भी परिभाषित करते हैं। आज भारत के लिए ये ऐसा ही क्षण है, काउंटडाउन भी हमारा है और रॉकेट भी हमारा है। मुझे खुशी है कि आज इन एस्ट्रोनॉट से मिलने, उनसे बातचीत करने और उन्हें देश के सामने प्रस्तुत करने का सौभाग्य मुझे मिला। मैं इन साथियों को पूरे देश की तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। अलग अलग इक्विपमेंट के विषय में जानकारी दी गई।